The new sheriff of Granville County, Charles Noblin, received a warm welcome tonight. He admits his department is still in a tough position, and he vowed to work to change that.
To you, Charles R. Noblin, Jr.
After 18 years with the sheriff's office, this was a moment he'd been waiting for.
And you will faithfully discharge the duties of your office as sheriff of Granville County, so help you God. I will.
Noblin takes the reins as the state and federal authorities continue to investigate the former sheriff, Brendel Wilkins, and his drug interdiction unit. It's since been dissolved, its investigators reassigned.
We're going to start the rebuilding process on that shortly.
Why is that a priority here in Granville County?
Well, it's part of law enforcement.
The district attorney says cases involving that former unit remain in limbo. It was back in September allegations against Wilkins first emerged. The longtime sheriff accused of urging someone to kill one of his own deputies, the county suspending him.
No one wants to see an elected official removed from office. We're not privy to all the details of the ongoing investigation, and certainly it puts the men and women serving in the sheriff's office in a difficult position.
In a statement, the county writes it could be months or years before the issues involving Wilkins are resolved. Some residents have had some concerns regarding the sheriff's office with the uncertainty surrounding the former sheriff. What would your message be to that?
We got to make some changes, and we're going to do everything we got. We got great personnel. Wilkins
has been charged with 2 counts of obstruction of justice. His drug interdiction unit is still under investigation, and so he could face additional charges. In Oxford, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News. Yeah, and Angela, each side is telling a very different side of the story. First off, the driver is saying he doesn't remember what led up to this, that police didn't need to use force to get him out of the vehicle. Police telling us there's more to it than that. The video shows a Raleigh police officer trying to get a driver out of his car.
What are you doing?
That interaction goes on until a second officer arrives and helps remove Raleigh Batista from the vehicle.
What is going on?
I got stitches here and I got a black eye. I got a couple bruises around my cheeks, arms bruised up.
Do you remember anything about how it happened?
I don't remember stuff.
Raleigh police providing an account. They say Batista was involved in 3 hit-and-run crashes. It started around 9:30 Tuesday morning on Wake Forest Road at St. Albans Drive.
We just got run into, and the guy took off twice. He ran into us twice and took off.
Police say he hit 2 cars. The drivers calling 911, telling dispatchers the guy behind the wheel was speeding and driving erratically.
They hit me. And then I stopped at the red light, and then they looked in the mirror, and they were trying to back up to hit me again.
Police say Batista then struck this utility box on Wingate Drive. A short time later, investigators tell us an officer spotted his vehicle on Navajo Drive. That officer pulled Batista over, saying he was impaired with 3 passengers in the car, 2 of them underage.
On your belly!
Police tell us Batista ignored commands to put his hands on the wheel. Things quickly escalate. Some people looking at the video might say, why didn't you just get out of the car?
Because he didn't give me the chance. As soon as he came in the car, he was just being aggressive, and I was just like, what's going on? Like, why are you doing that?
Now, Raleigh police tell us that they are reviewing the case. Meantime, they tell us there is body camera and dash cam video of what took place. They say they plan to petition a judge for its release. Live in Raleigh, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.
Of course, we'll show you that video when it's released. Amy.
Heard from the police chief.
Yeah, we certainly did, Marius. Raleigh Police Chief Cassandra Deck Brown calling for change tonight, but she says it can't just come from our officers. It also has to involve the community.
Amy Cutler is there for it. And Amy, people were pretty passionate tonight.
Yeah, they certainly were, Angela. Many of those who turned out were victims of crime themselves. They say changes are needed, and the district attorney agreed.
We're really trying to have those conversations.
Durham County District Attorney Satana DeBerry admits the criminal justice system is broken. Now in office a year, she says she's been focused on violent, serious offenses, working with victims and securing convictions.
We wanted people to understand what we do in our office.
The DA's office should feel some kind of responsibility.
Alan Jones lost his grandson, 18-year-old Tyrone Nelson Jr., last year. As CBS 17 reported, Nelson and 2 others were shot and killed in a Burlington apartment. 28-year-old Haquan Parker of Durham charged. Court documents show he was convicted of murder as a teenager. Just months later, he found himself back behind bars, convicted of assault with a deadly weapon and common law robbery. He was on post-release supervision at the time of the Burlington murders.
You can't just keep putting violent people back into the community and expect another change.
This is not science. We cannot predict down the road what's going to happen.
You brought your concerns to the district attorney tonight. Were you satisfied with her response?
I felt like her response was a response off the book.
When he says, that the justice system failed his grandson, what would you say?
I say to Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones and I have talked, and he's right. The justice system has failed us all.
Now, the district attorney called this town hall meeting productive. She says she plans to hold more of them moving forward, at least one by the end of the year. Live in Durham, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.